Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuke ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhulume ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. Guys, today I am going to do the full review of Nganele. But I'm pronouncing Nganele wrong, okay? The full review of Nganele, okay? So mangithi Nganele, just know because I mean Nganele, okay? Anyway, it was episode 7 this time, you guys. It's the first season of Nganele, and we are going to review it in full, okay? Anyway, you guys, if it is your first time joining us today and you really like our content here on this channel, please press the subscribe button. And if you have been around for isikhathi eside and you think this is your family, you want to pay to be a family, because you do know what, you know, even in our families, I'm a breadwinners iwona anagegelwayo, okay? So if you want to be a member yale channel, please press the join button. And we appreciate it. And by the way, you guys, thank you so much to those people that are pressing the thanks button. I don't know why sometimes I don't see that you've said thanks, okay? Because it's supposed to show me in the comments, so I would just see, you know, a bit of money there by the thanks by the thanks section, you guys. So I'm sorry if you have said thanks and put something and I didn't say, you know, a special thank you. But thank you so much, you guys, for everybody that presses the thanks button, and also those who like the video. We appreciate it so much, and you can actually like the video just now to appreciate it. And also, you guys, please share the video with whoever that you can share it with. And we appreciate so much when you watch adverts on this video. Some people don't know that actually that's how we make money: the thanks button, the join button, and the adverts. So if none of you presses any of those buttons, we don't make money. That is not good, okay? So I think Imali KFC, okay? Chicken licking wings, all right? Anyway, you guys, so today we're going to do the full review of episode 7. Mawuqala episode 7 is Usabelo kanye noGcini, and he has bought flowers for her, bringing them in bed. Usabelo and noGcini, it's one of those couples that you feel like it's a good couple to watch, and they might also look like couple goals when the family is not around. When Sabelo's family is not around, the problem is the family. Okay? Yiko kwashiwo kanje ukuthi indoda mayishada iyathatha imthwalo and abandons everything that they are and that they have to commit to their wives. Why vele bonile uNkulunkulu ukuthi the in-laws, there is something wrong with the in-laws. Wabona vele, you know, and wabona ukuthi the in-laws that are really a problem are the in-laws zaga husband, because he never said that about the wife. He never said the wife must leave everything for the husband. He said the husband must leave everything. So our mothers are actually very nice, you know, to them Kenyanas, but the other side, So he's just apologizing for what went down with his family, and saying that it did feel like uGcini was being attacked. Funny enough, uGcini doesn't feel like she wasn't defended. She's feeling like Usabelo or Umkhonto did everything that he could to defend her. But she is talking about the fact that since she was alone in that meeting, she feels like she needs to tell her family what went down in that family. She needs to tell her father. I have not met Gcini's father, but for some reason, the family Yaga Sabelo do not like him. And Nosabelo does seem like he's getting nervous when uGcini says that she's going to tell her father. So I'm guessing that there is a story there when it comes to her father, you know. Maybe he is just overprotective like any other man that, you know, is like that when it comes to their daughters, okay? And I guess Usabelo would prefer for Gcini to not really tell her family, but she's going to, because there's no way that you ngabe sengile khaya ngathi he ngakafonela no cousin cousin wami a cousin who's like our sister. We grew up together, like at home. She was like one of our siblings. So masizoxoxa izindaba mangiye ekhaya ngithi he Thabisile angikufice ekhaya athi yini ngithi hey uzophuthelwa ngizokuxoxela athi yo, and she would leave everything to come home and we sit and we talk and gossip and gossip and gossip. So I can imagine nami ngabe sengingile ekhaya, hey asihlangane nekhaya ngizonixoxela, hey you won't believe what happened, you know. So I guess she hasn't done that yet. I'm like, you are unesfuba, you know. Anyway, you guys, like I say, they always look like a happy, a nice couple with a bright future until you meet the family. Then you're like, I don't see if this is going to work, okay? Yeah, like I say, I was surprised that Uciniana feels like Umkhonto did everything he could to defend her. So she's feeling like she's okay. She's happy to receive the flowers, okay? And then we see Obama. Obama's real name is Usipho now with it's a new girlfriend, but not really, because this girlfriend apparently came before Lorna, and then they broke up, and then she fell pregnant by another man, and then they got back together, and now they and then now they're planning to get married. Okay. What's her name? Utoto or something. Is this Utoto? Guys, you can be a beautiful, intelligent, educated woman, but then when it comes to Ntando uvele nje ubhacaze ngenye indlela, you know, that happens in life. I don't know why, you know, because even now I'm like, what do you see in Obama? Why would you even be stressed about this guy? He's promising her that uzokhokha amalobola kanjani. I'm like, alizi lobolo, it's not coming. He will Bluetooth the lobolo this one. He will not show up. The guy is failing to show up when they are bringing the child to his family, you know, so he could meet his son for the very first time. He did not show up. So you think he's gonna show up for you? Anyway, they're having a conversation because he is updating her about the DNA thing. So I went for a DNA, but she refused to do a DNA. She's asking, so where does that leave us? Because obviously we have to be clear about things before I allow you uye kaya uyo vela. Khona lento that guys know for especially for our generation. I think younger generation is probably different, and it will be different because they are focusing on different things. I think it's because we grew up kunalento ukuthi ukugana nokushada is such a thing ekubeka lapha phezulu and stuff, and men knew ukuthi umuntu mayithi ngifuna ukuyovela ekhaya, you will melt now, you will bekezelela everything because he promised ukuthi uzoya, if ethi uzoya kini ngoDecember and go January, then that whole year uzobekezelela all the nonsense because phela you are already looking forward to ukuthi ayovela ekhaya, and mhlawumbe usutshele nabangani, utshele nefamily. They know ukuthi how to make sure that you are here stuck and waiting for them. They just say ukuthi bazozovela ekhaya. I guess Obama has done the same, okay? He talks about the experience ukuthi ufikileke uLorna emboze ingane. I'm like, yeah, ube imbozile ingane, but why didn't you just ask her to see the child or ask her to hold the baby? And ingane bephefumula kanjani? Uyadelela nje in his conversation. So when she's asking, so where does that leave us? She's like, you know what, I'm just going to ignore them. Ngizobayeka nje ngikhohlwe yibona. How do you forget that situation? If somebody says that they have a child and it's yours, how are you going to say that you are going to just forget about the situation and move on with your life? That doesn't even make sense, because there is a whole human being that you are supposed to be responsible for, a whole human being whose identity is in question, basically, because you said that they weren't yours. So how are we going to move forward, you know? And I'm always surprised when a woman is not doesn't see that as a red flag, the way that a guy would treat a woman that has their child, and how a woman will not say, this person, they were once in love with these people, they made a child together, how can they treat each other this way? They don't see that as a red flag to be like, maybe in future this could be me, and they still get in a relationship with that person. I don't understand that, okay? And yeah, you guys, and he's complaining about the fact that Nganele S1 Ep7, guys, my kids are here in the house, it's early in the morning. I started doing videos like at 4 o'clock. It was still dark. My son came out of his room to the kitchen. I don't know if he was fetching water there. I was able to see him. Even though it was dark, I was still able to see him. So you are able to see a child at night. Because even though there is load shedding, but it's not 100% of the time. So you can still turn on the light and see, that is my son. Like, I can see my kids walking around here in this house, even though it's dark. So he's using that excuse ukuthi umntwana walethwa ebusuku. Usho njalo ukuthi ebusuku, cabanga. Balethe ingane ebusuku. How can balethe ingane ebusuku? I'm like, yeah, you can with your eyes. If you need glasses, get the glasses. He didn't show up, you guys. Anyway, I'm just surprised by Loa because she seemed like a very intelligent, very beautiful woman. Why would she want to put herself through that? Especially if Obama Pela went on national TV with Lorna while she was around. She's talking about the fact that Tebelungi still isn't. Which things, Anyway, you guys, there was the scene, and then Lorna, you guys, I think it's her friend that has come to visit her, and she was also narrating how the DNA thing went, and the fact that she did go to DNA place, but she did not get the DNA. But apparently her mom thought that she had done it, so she blocked her on WhatsApp, because her mom had said, if you go there and do that DNA, forget about me and your uncle helping you out in any way now. With that situation, but also just the fact that you are an adult now, I would just not even bother to be there for you now. I really hate it, you guys, when parents do that. I hate it when parents do that. I wish parents can just say, listen, I'm your parent, like, I would support you, especially when you are an adult, even when you are making decisions that are not so wise. And they can just say, listen, I'm here for you and I'm here to support you. And of course, Umaga Lorna can say, if you go and do a DNA test, I'm not going to help you with the traditional part of it, which is take the child to the family and all of that. But I don't understand you as a mom now holding back love from your child because they made a decision that you did not agree with. Now I'm going to block you. Now I'm not going to talk to you as your mother because you made a decision that she did not kill anyone. It was just a conflict within her on whether she should do a DNA test, because at the end of the day, that child has to know who her father is 100%, because of course Obama has doubts. So if a father has doubts, they have to get rid of that. The way that they can do that is get a DNA test. As a parent, it's so unfair that you would hold back love because a child did not do things the way that you wanted them to do things. I don't understand that about parenting, unless they do something extreme like kill somebody or benze something to you, or they steal from you or whatever. But in general, just the fact that they're making an adult decision that is different from what you think should happen, that should not give you a right as a parent to hold back love. So it means that Lorna now was done with her. I don't know if she found out Lorna did not go through with the DNA, because Lorna was saying that she's now unblocked on WhatsApp and she was feeling like she can't lose her mom, because of course they already had an issue where she went on the national TV and did the show, and I think the family didn't agree with it and all of that. So they were trying to mend their relationship. Now in that process, now this has come out, and now she had been blocked. Okay, so yeah, they were just having that conversation. She also tells her about how it was going to see go to a DNA ukuthi this guy akangihlangabezi nokungihlangabeza egethini ngimfica nje uhleli laphana. Yo guys, sometimes like ama-decisions esiwenzayo kwi-relationship lapho sekunengane, because it would be so nice of Lorna to be like, you know what, I'm done with this guy, I'm never gonna talk to you again, I don't want to talk to you again, and be done and move on with her life. But it's different now, because she has to talk to her, she has to talk to him. She does not have an option now. I like ukuthi the friend did ask her ukuthi when do you have any doubts ukuthi ingane eka Obama? And she was like, listen, do you even know me to be a person that cheats? Of course I know for sure ukuthi ingane yakhe, you know. And I think that was important for us to get that as a viewer, because I've been asking, I think someone else also commented in my last video to say there's nothing that we have ever seen on the show that indicates that Lorna might have cheated, you know, because I've been asking myself ukuthi does Obama have a reason to think ukuthi maybe Lorna was not faithful? Does he have a reason that we have seen on the show? Because I did not watch the whole of Umakoti Are You the One, so I thought I missed something. Maybe she cheated or something, but she's confirming here that she did not do that. Okay. Anyway, as we move ahead, there is ulokhuzana Ntombi meets with auntie kaNhlanhla, you guys. Yeah, auntie kaNhlanhla. Listen, I don't know if Lo auntie is the sister to Uma kaNhlanhla or what, but she's part of the family. When they are all coming for Ntombi now, she also a contributor khona lapho esiphithipithini, you know. So they're meeting somewhere by the beach. I guess they stay somewhere eThekwini ngase beach or something, because they always shoot scenes there. So they're just talking about the whole situation, Ntombi and stuff. So I was glad to see them have a conversation away from the grandmother, you know, because I can't take that grandmother. I can't even just seeing her face. I'm like, anyway, so they're having a conversation about how Ntombi is feeling, about, you know, the family and all of that. And so I like ukuthi auntie admits ukuthi, you know what, sometimes ugogo, even though we see ukuthi she's doing things that are not right, we agree with her because siyamsaba. She did say that, you guys. And nami ngingamsaba lo gogo ngisho ukuthi uma wami. And because ngiyafeel ukuthi nami uzongithakatha maybe. Ilabo bantu nje abanjalo feel ngathi ayilona ngathi akekho right kahle, ngathi akalunganga, you know. So she says, well, sometimes they go with what ugogo say. It's easier when she's around to go with what ugogo says, because Ntombi was saying when they are with ugogo, they're different, their language is different, they are different to her. So now it's like she can't trust what they're saying to her when ugogo is not around, because ugogo might say khona bayamjikela and stuff. She did promise ugogo she's going to try and speak to ugogo to say, listen, as long, you know, like, you are older now, so the younger generation is doing things different. We have to accept ukuthi Ntombi noNzwakele, they're going to do it different. So can you just accept that? She said she will speak to Gogo. Ntombi doesn't trust it, okay, ukuthi that is going to happen. I think the big thing as well is the fact that this family has an issue with Nhlanhla or Nzwakele living with Ntombi. They don't think that these two should live together before they get married. But I feel like as a family, sometimes you just have to express what your opinion is in a certain thing. You know, you can say to your family, you know, I really don't feel like it's a good idea for you guys to stay together. But once they've decided that they're going to move ahead and do it anyway, then just take a step back. Why would you stress so much as having sleepless nights over ukuthi your family member is keeping when you don't believe in keeping? When you are not the one keeping, at some point you have to be like, oh yeah, an adult, I guess you choose, but it's just not something that I prefer for you to do. But you know, so for them, they make a relationship kaNhlanhla no Ntombi bother them so much, and that's a relationship, you know. And from what I see, that's azange nabo bazibashade azange, but they are not in relationships. So I'm like, they're not the ones to give advice about relationships and whatever. You guys, it's not a shock to me that a family would have a problem with the fact that these two are living together, bengashadile, but I am actually pro or I support, let me say that, I support people living together before they get married, you guys. I do. I am that person. I'm one of the few. I support umkipito where it's not under situation where you are forced to do it and it's a desperate situation. I support ilokuzana umkipito under a healthy relationship where two people are deciding that this is a relationship that we want to take to the next level, but I just want to get to know you a little bit more. Because if you have never seen where this person put their socks when they take off their socks, and you live in the house, and then you don't. If you haven't seen how waking up with a person for like 30 days every day, it's like when they are it's a different thing when you visit a person, because a person can be like, oh yes, I'm a weekend I clean and whatever, and you can make a decision to marry a person based on that, and then you get there and you're like, I can't stand this person. They even not different. When you live together, there's no different. And I have heard that once you are married, even if you live with someone for 30 years, once they are married, the snoring gets a little bit more tense. Okay. So I personally I think even for my children, if they came to me and said that they wanted to get married, I would say, don't you just want to just live with him for like 3 months, okay? And I know that for a lot of people, that is not it. People do not believe in that. I feel like you get to know a person for real when you live with them. And I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think that you should make a decision to marry someone at all if you haven't seen how it's like to live with them. So I personally do not have a problem with the fact that Ntlantla and Ntombi have made a decision to live together, but the family obviously don't. And I think that even Ntombi probably don't prefer it. They would prefer for them to get married first, okay? So, but they have a great conversation. No auntie, and no auntie invite her because they're having a get together, I guess. As a family, they want her to come. She's like, no, I want to have a good day today, so I will not spoil my day by coming and spending time with you, no Gogo. If Gogo is there, I am not coming. When it comes to them staying together, she says Uguti Nzwakele had another place that he was renting, and I guess Uguti Ntombi, even though she is living with Nzwakele, but naye, part of her feels like what they are doing is wrong, because she keeps on wanting to say to them they are going to move apart. And I'm like, but if you're already planning to get married, just stay put, and move ahead with the plans to get married. Why would you do that, But she was saying that they do have another place where Nzwakele used to stay. He still pays rent in that place. Why? I don't know. But she says they use it as a storage, and so they are going to make a decision. It's either she moves back there or Nzwakele moves back there. But she did say that she's just saying that so that auntie can take the information back to Gogo. But auntie was not believing any of it, okay? And then the next thing, you guys, it was Lorna, not Lorna. Lorna is Lorna, spending time with her friends. She's updating them. And listen, you guys, of course, as friends, sometimes you have to support your friend in ridiculousness sometimes, But like, I'm a bad friend because I'm like that friend that goes, show me. Hi, this one. I will still let a friend make her own decisions, and I won't be on your case about the fact that you have made a decision to be with this person, but you will know what my opinion is on the person. I would say, hey, kodwa mngani lo, kodwa mngani uyakhumbula ukuthi wenza ukuthi, usakhumbula kodwa mngani ukuthi wena wathi ufuna ukuthi into kanje, ufuna impilo kanje, uyayibona ukuthi this is not, because that's what a friend is. You remember, you said you wanted a person that loves your kids, and this person is, that, like an example like that. But then if a friend still decides to be with a person, I'm not going to have sleepless nights about it. The person is still going to be my friend. But at least I've been truthful about saying, my friend, I think that maybe you have to reconsider here, because these are the things that I think about this person. And then if they decide to stay, life goes on, because Anyway, so the friends are like that. But her friends were not like, they were friends that agree with her. My friend. So she says, I would have been that friend that would be like, this one, but even her, the girlfriend is saying her fear is that she's gonna tell her family ukuthi uLorna uyeza and then angafiki. Guys, the worst thing that can happen is umuntu uzozolobola angafiki. Anyway, you guys, I guess it was just them having that conversation. She really believes ukuthi uLorna uzozolobola. I don't know why. I will be surprised if it happens, you guys. I will be so surprised if it happened. And then the next thing, it was Ntlandla/Nzwakele. They have many names, guys. So if you know him as Ntlandla, it's Nzwakele, with a cousin playing a pool, talking about the whole thing. He went and met Ntombi's father, who, by the way, is such a pleasant father. You know, he is so pleasant. Shame, I like Ubaba Ntombi, and now she wants him to go meet the mother, but he is feeling like that's not how things are done. You know, you don't just go, we'll meet at the parents, so he would love to prepare to pay ilobolo at least, or some of ilobolo, so that as a recognize as umkhwenyana, then get introduced officially. The cousin seemed to support that, but the cousin is giving good advice in terms of whatever you do. Muso ukutshela utheni uMazulu. I think he was saying ugogo ungalo utshela ugogo nanokuthi abantu besifazane ngathi ungabakhipha out. Yazi angithandi lento ukuthi kuthiwa abantu besifazane this, but in this situation I feel like that vele, because the uncle kaNhlanhla, very understanding, gives very good advice, has accepted Lorna, Ntombi, and it seems like, you know, he's chilled. But the women, I'm like, yay, us women, I agree. Anyway, you guys, so he decides that he's going to go home to speak to the family about possibly bahambise inkomo kubo Lorna kaNtombi. The last scene, you guys, it was Ugcini finally prepared. They have a beautiful house, by the way, Ugcini and Ulo Sabelo. They're preparing to go. She's preparing to go see the family. They're having a get together. Yeah, when I was phone your cousin and your sisters are like, yo, and then the sister was like, listen, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me do lunch. Busy everyone. So khuluma kumnandi phela khuluma nabantu bakini vele uyasihlebela. Ngeke ihambe indaba, you know. I want to it's my sister. When it's my sister, Utubo, my cousin, Utapsile, and me. Hey, yeah, when I was go veranda, ekai, Udlula ngendlela. Ha, just know. It's says in the banging ham, but yay, Nimbonile Peda. Ah, good one. Is so she wants to do that, Pell. Safest place, your gossip. So I'm sure for no Kurumanga in-laws, because as much as she can talk to Umkhonto about what happened in the meeting and all of that, but it's still his family, and no matter how bad your family is always your family. So I'm sure she doesn't get to say how she really feels about the situation. You know, sometimes ufuna ukusho ukuthi nalo sisi wakho nomubi lo naye ube comment ufuna ukusho njalo, ngeke usho kanjalo kumuntu usisi wakhe, yabona leyo nto. So I think she wants to go. So she's dressed very nice. She's about to go. Umkhonto is like, she's like, abakhwenyana, no, not this time. And I really feel like Usabelo is worried about Ugcini having a conversation with her father or her family and telling them what happened. And I really do feel like when they call a family meeting like that with Ugcini, they should inform her before the meeting so that she can have something, maybe bring her mom as well, if her mom is around or whatever, because then so that it doesn't feel like an attack. If really it is about keeping the peace and getting some understanding, then she should have people also there with her in support so that it doesn't feel like that. Anyway, you guys, so and then Umkhonto is like, ngikhonzele lapho kumamezala wami nobabezala wami, and I'm like, hey, abantu basekholi again, akusi umamezala umkhwenyana. Yeah, that he's saying it's like, you know, like in case it's a mother-in-law, father-in-law, whether you are a guy or a lady, you know. But in Zulu, akusi umamezala ubani umukhwe. But then he was like, ukhonze kumamezala. I just laughed because I was like, that sounds so wrong. Anyway, you guys, that was the episode for today. At least we didn't get to see the grandmother. You know, I say, as a screen being evil. We didn't see the grandmother, but I guess we're still going to see her. I think even though she's such a person that is okay, let me just say she appears to be evil, because I don't know, angazi ukuthi ugcineni ekamerini lapha yana wardrobe ngaphansi lapha ya. We all have something there, whether ingubo amasokisi or something else. Okay, let me just say that she has appeared to be not a nice person and not a good person because of the way that she has treated Ntombi on TV. However, you guys, it might be something different because this is a reality show, and sometimes they edit it in such a way that she seems like a not so nice person. Okay, but she doesn't say anything nice about Ntombi at all. She hasn't treated her decent. Okay, anyway, that was an episode for today, you guys. If you want to tell me how you feel about this episode, please go into the comment section and say whatever that you want to say, okay, so that we can have a discussion. Please like the video, you guys. It's very important to like the video. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.